Okay, how was your experience with MiM Essay?
My experience was actually pretty great. You guys were really helpful to me, and the thing is, I had a decent idea about the technical requirements of the courses, but I didn't know about the business aspect of it and what the universities actually look for, because I haven't applied before. And so that way, your guidance and everything was really helpful to me, because to be able to know what the universities are actually looking for and target those particular aspects in their application was something which really makes a big difference, right? A lot of people have high GPAs and great credentials, but how you plan your application and what kind of points you decide to target on and emphasize on, those actually stand out, right? So in those cases, your guidance was really helpful to me in getting great admits and getting through to the interviews as well. So it was really helpful, yeah.
I remember we having all these discussions about all these quant projects you had done, right?
Yeah.
And then figuring out how to put that in those in those word limits, right? That was
yeah.
So how would you say we added value to your application?
So first thing was having discussed with you personally, I had really great brainstorming sessions. So I took, I think, four universities with you. So I had really great brainstorming sessions for each of them. Because the thing is, I got to know about the ins and outs of the universities, what they expect, and how should I approach my application, how should I approach different essays or different videos or whatever the requirements for the application were. So that was really helpful. Firstly, the brainstorming sessions. Secondly, the idea was that what I normally would have wanted to do anyway was to keep it realistic and write my own version of what I want to convey. So whatever I wrote, SOPs or videos, it was my own interpretation of those questions, my own thinking. So you guys really helped me in specifying and focusing on a few aspects of my profile rather than others. So that way they were really helpful in targeting those particular points which the universities are looking for, but it still had that same essence of originality and the authenticity which I would have wanted in my application. So that was bang on to have that combination and balance between these two. That was really helpful, yeah.
Figuring out exactly what to pitch, especially when you have 7 years of experience, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Okay. So what was the best thing about our service?
Best thing I would say, firstly, you guys were really prompt in responding. So you guys helped me out on the weekends as well. Whenever I pinged you, you were always there. And if I had any common doubt, or when I wanted to have a session with you, discuss more about the feedback on my essay drafts and everything, you were really helpful and prompt in responding. So that was very good. Second was that balance thing which I was mentioning, right? So it is not easy to have that correct balance, because sometimes you end up having more synthetic things which you write in those applications which look good, but the thing is it loses that originality, right? So to have that balance, so that was the best part about my experience with you guys, that you never even when I was getting the edits for the essays and rewriting them, the essence of what I actually wanted to convey was always there. So it's not the points which I had more interest in writing, you were okay, we should remove these things or anything. So those things were always there. The basic structure was always intact. It's just that few changes here and there, and few things to focus on, few things which we can avoid, or few things we can put it in a different perspective. Those were really helpful, those kind of directions. Yeah.
A lot of people get, they read so many blogs and everything, and they start writing very rosy stuff.
Exactly. Having too much information is always not a good thing. So the thing is, you need to know what to target on for a particular university. Every university has their own process, has their own priorities and preferences. So getting an idea about what the university is looking for, how you can fit that particular profile. So it's not you make a profile and then you look up universities. Look up universities, then you target your profile and custom your profile to fit that particular profile and role, right? So that way, those focus points and things where you tweak things to make sure that it targets that particular university and application well, those are really helpful and go a long way in making your application stand out amongst the rest. Very successful, and students,
Perfect. So you worked with us for MFE and MFIN applications. So would you recommend to people, right, for planning their MBA, MFIN, MFE applications with us?
Yeah, I mean, I would definitely recommend, especially, I would definitely recommend, because for MFE and MFIN, they are a little more targeted programs compared to MBAs and MIM. So, since those programs are a little more targeted, I would suggest have a broad list of universities you may be interested in applying based on some targets which you may have and some realistic goals, and then see their formats and what kind of things they require in that application, and then definitely enroll for at least a couple of them, depending on what kind of essays and things are required in that application, so that you guys can help out in a lot of different types of questions, because I had no experience about how to record videos, how to write great SOPs, and so different universities have different requirements. So the idea is to cover as much of these kind of requirements in a few universities which you guys can help out with, and then extend that knowledge to get done with the rest of the application.
Okay.
So that is very good.
That's the rest on your own, right? So I think you took 4 and you
Exactly.
so many on your own, right? So I think Great, perfect. Lakshay, thank you so much for taking out the time for this video. If you need
No problem.
always here, right? So feel free to ping me.
Sure.